dark side. So it's going to be Haze Hunter on dark side versus Sam Tashima on light side. We just saw that Sam took down his teammate Matt Scott in an epic match where in game one he won by one, and then he was able to hold off Matt on game two. So here we go.
So
Let's go
Diplo
ahead.
versus Deal is going to be really interesting. I know we've talked about it a little bit, and I've kind of watched the play line. I'm curious how Deal intends to do enough damage. Like, I'm looking at this and going, Diplo, Diplo's going to stick on their side. Deal's going to stick on their side, and then Diplo's going to get their retrieval for going nuts on things. And I just don't know that that's
Yeah. It's going to be a very, this is not it might not be an interactive match. It might just be like a back and forth, like a damage race match, but it's definitely one that is very interesting.
the other thing is with Diplo, if Sam gets that spread and can go to space and just,
Yeah.
hey, I'm adding 6 or 7 to my total battle destiny, I'm going to roll through the executor pretty quick there.
And what's
But hey,
interesting is both Hayes and Joe were on deal. So when and I don't want to I don't think that uh we saw that like I don't think that like Hayes and Joe were like who fares better into these two matches up because I mean they essentially were both playing the same decks.
no,
I
they're
think it
playing
was
different. They're playing different light
they're
sides.
playing light sides, yes.
They're both
I
playing deal for dark. Light side, Hayes is on Watch Your Step, and Joe was on the Let the Wookiee Win.
yeah.
Now, in theory, that Watch Your Step, honestly,
Watch
that
your
Watch Your
step.
Step doesn't do much against Sam's actually got a good match into Watch Your Step because he'll get the Cantina activation back.
Yeah.
Because Watch Your
Oh,
Step is just, it stops the activation at your Cantina.
are you sure about that?
Yes,
You positive about that?
yes,
How positive about that are you?
110%.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Are you more sure about that or more sure that the Dodgers are going to win the World Series?
I don't follow baseball closely enough anymore to know if the Dodgers are going to win the World Series or just make Chris sad when they win the NL West and
You are
make the
correct though.
playoffs
I
again.
did check. I did check. It is at your cantina.
Yeah,
So
it,
that's actually kind of important for Sam.
that's why Jury Juice is kind of important because it gave you the way to pull the cantina that
Mm-hmm.
otherwise didn't really exist, and there was no good way to like. You couldn't start the cantina because if you start the cantina, it gets overwritten by Watch Your Steps cantina,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no other way to start just get the cantina in play.
Yeah.
So, and we got Hayes doing his own grab of stuff. We saw Sam do his 2 grabs with Passage Alderaan, along with a leadership and a might. So he got Mace, or he got Mon Mothma, Bail, Leia, and I think Radis.
Radish.
And Hayes is also doing his I'm going to play a pile of things. So he's got the security tower, which is pullable with the objective. Then he's
Mm-hmm.
grabbing Chirnu with Endor Shield. He's going
Yeah.
to grab Lando with the
The dining room.
dining room
Yeah.
site. Lobot will probably get real heroed.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a lot of pools going on.
yeah, early on, there's a bunch of pulls that go in, and
Yeah.
Sam says, fine, I'll play my grabber.
Why not?
So And Hayes says, well, I'm going to throw Lando down and start with that.
Interesting to see that he goes Lando.
And Lobot and Dark Deal. I mean, Lando was pullable. He could pull Lando and drop him for 1. And there's Ozzel to hang out. Are we going to not see exec? I mean, maybe he just open-handed Piet.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, the fact that
So,
Ozzel, I mean, at the same time, though, like you said, it is, you kind of do run the risk of the Falcon coming down and just kicking Hayes out of space. So, I mean, he could have activated one of the two. Like it's going to
yeah.
be interesting.
I mean, Hayes
There,
has to consider that no matter what, because he can't win without going to space.
no, he cannot. Quick update: there are 8 players left in the constellation. Looks like Brandon Beatty, Brandy Beatty, Barry, Bill Cafer, Blake Soakwood, and they all
Sam's going to do
dropped.
another pile of pulls here. Oh, he does have Alderaan. And we saw Chandrilla. So Mon Mothma will get him Chandrilla. So he grabs Alderaan. He grabs the farm. He's grabbing the Falcon and Chandrilla
Yeah.
and Han. He says all these things are coming out here.
I mean, sure, why not? Let's play get stuff out of your deck.com.
Yeah, I mean, this is it's a quick setup. Like, and that's
Very.
that's rough in there. So he is going to use Radis. It was Radis he grabbed with the command. He'll use Radis to grab the uh, Corvette.
So
Henkion, that's a combo of limited space, and you get used to having limited space, so you get used to doing that sort of as a
yeah.
preference. Like you see,
And
there's a lot of space there, but they're both playing on playmats that
Sam
shrink that
provided
available space. Although I like the playmats just for we don't have,
we don't have
hey,
like
there's
black
black sleeves
sleeves
on
on. Yeah. But
black felt.
neither of them are playing black sleeves. I mean, Sam is playing with purple and
Yeah, but it's
Hayes is
also
playing on with like dark blue green.
if you're using the playmat, you're trying to maximize this. And also you see all the locations are kind of spanning the 2 playmats. That's again something you do with the playmats to just get that moving. So it's a lot of it is just a choice thing. You say, well, what do we want to do here? And Sam drops Han on the Falcon at Chandrilla. I assume we're going to see the Tanev move to Chandrilla.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then probably, oh, we're not going to transit the droids on there. We see Sam drop battle plan, which makes sense. Yeah, when space is at a premium, placing the sights vertical helps clear up space a little bit. Sometimes we are in spots where space is somewhat at a premium. I like doing it the other way, but as you get more locations in play, and especially like when you start seeing non-battlegrounds and stuff get out, it definitely makes it a little bit harder. So we see Sam. So Hayes drains for 2, and Sam peels 2 rebel leaderships right off the top. That was
Not necessarily the
probably
best thing.
not
Yeah.
planned. Like,
No. I can tell you that was not planned.
not his ideal, but sometimes you do what you do. And there we're seeing Hayes says, all right, I'm going to do my search. I'm going to get a site. I'm going to flash and play Piet on Executor.
Because why not?
Yeah, well, and I think that was why he did hey, I'm going to
Yeah.
deploy all the guys to ground, because I activated either Piet or the big ship, and I needed to
Yeah.
find a way to not have that be a problem.
Well, there's
Uh,
really no way to pull the big ship, so he probably activated the big ship.
yeah. So, and then he open-handed Piet or vice versa because he didn't
Yeah,
pull Piet with
the
he pulled
effect.
Ozzel and Cheerio with Endor
Yeah,
Shield, I believe. So interesting. Hayes put all three battleground sites together. I know we've talked about it before when we saw it happen during the GMPC final where you split those battlegrounds so that if you're getting overrun on Cloud City, there's a spot where they have to go to a non-battleground to move through it and try and get to you.
I don't necessarily
And
think that Sam's going to come down and try and run him off of Cloud City necessarily right off the bat. So, I mean,
not
it kind
early,
of
but
makes
I
sense.
I think he potentially will.
Yes, potentially, yes.
So,
I
and
agree.
there's the Cloud City celebration or Cloud City occupation after Admiral Cheerio went to the site, and then we see him move over. Interestingly, Hayes could have done that. Say he didn't need to deploy Cheerio and shuttle him up. He could have moved Lando and then just followed by moving Lobot and Ozzel afterwards.
Yeah.
So either one worked. And Hayes says, all right, I'm going to play blast points and go find my Gick. And that is exactly what he does. Um, and then he uses Piet to grab a commander, which Mithron Nudo is.
He
So
very much is.
that's just, get his one out of the deck. You've got another good character. So
Yeah.
there's no downside to that. And then the activate one because Lando is with an Imperial. And he's thinking about throwing out another shield. He's got secret plans
I mean, what
and
other
his
shield do
grabber
you want to
shield
throw
out.
out?
Yeah, I don't know that there's anything else you necessarily are in a rush to throw out. I think Sam's going to just go for his flip this turn, and then it's going to start turning into a race quick. And I think Sam's got to figure out, like, can he get rid of that occupation? Because that's really going to make the difference. You see him look for a site, and there's not a site. And I see a We're Doomed combo. I didn't see a free ride
Uh,
combo in there.
yeah, I don't remember it either. You know what? No, he does play both. He we saw it earlier
Yeah, I think he
against
has both.
and
He just doesn't have it in hand.
yeah.
So he doesn't have it in hand because I think he would have already played it to kill the occupation. Like
Hmm.
honestly, if he had it in hand, I think he plays to kill the occupation and then drains to bury it
Yeah,
in
agreed.
case Hayes has a no escape. So instead, I think you're going to see him deploy as much as he can to then put somebody on Tatooine to get the use pile pull
To go get the
to
occupation
hopefully
canceler.
find it.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I
there's
agree.
Luke. And I don't see a free ride combo in there, although he is holding it a little bit tight. I saw, looks like maybe oh, there was the free ride. Okay, he got it.
See,
So, and I actually think the showing Hayes the We're Doomed combo makes the
it
free
might.
ride grab do you grab the free ride if you're running two occupations? Do
Well,
you think he's running two? Okay, so Hayes does grab the free ride. So, and there's Leia to go get a card. And so when you see the double pull like that, the way Sam did it maximized the cards he got to view. He played Luke
hmm
first, who put 6 cards there. So then he got to pick from those 6 plus what he had already used, and then Leia to get 3 more instead of doing it in the other direction, where, this gave him effectively 2 shots at the 6 used for Luke. if there were 2 cards in there, that was good, versus doing it the other way, I would have only given him 1.
Yeah.
So it's these little things that definitely make a difference when you're playing, though, and when you
Oh
want to
yeah.
be successful. And
I
there we
mean that,
see
yeah, and that's where, like you said, I mean,
R2
these
and
are
3PO
two.
ship dock over. R2 and
Yep.
3PO move. The data tapes are or stolen plans, I don't remember what they are delivered, and he gets to go get any 1 card. Would not shock me at all if it's a Hujix.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see one in his hand, but again, we're not necessarily seeing his hand perfectly, but that's like the most important.
Yeah.
That's the card you can't necessarily afford to lose. And he's in a pretty good. Was that a Grimtash? Hold up. Did he is
Hold up. Wait a minute.
wait
Rogue was
now
back.
I am all like, I consider both these guys absolutely friends. I've known both of them for a long time. I've known Sam for a long time. I truly do not have a rooting interest in this game. I do like both of these
No,
players.
I
But
don't.
right
Nobody.
now, if Sam plays that Grimtash, I am 110% on Team Sam. Like, that is, it's, if that's a Grimtash, I am rooting for Sam 122%. Like, I want that. I want to see that happen just because. And we see, so Hayes says, all right, I'm going to move Lando. So he'll drain for 5. Interesting. We haven't seen, so we didn't see last game and we didn't see it here. Sam may not be playing Menace Fades, which
Yeah, I don't
feels
remember him seeing
so
it,
wrong.
honestly.
Like, you're
Yeah.
playing Diplo, you want to control a site in a system. Like, why would you not play Menace Fades? But if the deck you're really scared about, if the Boogeyman deck you're worried about is Dark Deal, and you think you can't beat
Yeah,
Dark
why
Deal, and
not?
there's the no escape to get the occupation back, I think that's a strong. I think that's a strong thing where you're like, look, this card
Yeah.
doesn't help me in
Well, we
the
just had
matchup I most
confirmation
expect.
from a
All right, well, if it's not a Grimtash,
well,
then I'm back to rooting for nobody. So, Greg, you could
wow.
have let that one go.
Yeah. Way
Like,
to ruin it, Greg.
honestly, I think a Grimtash would be kind of a bad card, but I
Greg, go back
love
to
the
winning. Go,
idea.
Greg, go back to playing in top eights.
So, and there we see Tarkin
I mean, okay.
at the.
You are not
I'm
an advocate, sir, unless like Chris Schoenthal decided to retire.
okay. So there's okay. Tarkin plus Aura Singh in front of Leia.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not be a Grimtash. Again, I'm kind of seeing it on a half pull, and I was like, wait a minute, is that? So we see Sam has the Hujix. So
Maybe
he's
it's the
going to be
Hujix that you thought it
fine.
was.
No, the Hujix was a later draw. Like I said, it was a
No,
weird, it just hit the angle
I don't know.
just right.
Maybe you're seeing things in your old age. You know, you're thinking one thing
Also
is another
possible.
thing. I can see it.
I had cataract surgery on both eyes. This is my vision is clear.
We know about the
Could have been the
Savrip.
Savrip. It could have
Yeah,
been the
we know
Savrip
about the
that I
Savrip. We
saw.
saw it earlier.
Yeah, the Savrip could be the card I saw. I want it to be Grimtash. All right, don't ruin this for me.
I think Rick already did.
No. So we see the battle. It does look like he started the battle. He put out the blaster controls. I didn't see that while we were busy
Yeah.
trying to figure out if there was a Grimtash in Sam's deck or not. So
You got so excited you forgot about everything else.
I really did. I'll be like, I wanted that Grimtash to be there
Why?
because it'd be hilarious.
I'm not saying
So,
it wouldn't be.
so Sam's Destiny is going to be +2. He's
Well,
likely still going to have to Hujix out of this.
yeah.
So there's the battle. I'm assuming Hayes will first action. Yep, he uses Tarkin. Um,
And it's
I
funny
don't. Oh,
because
he hit
Sam
her with
has, yeah.
Aura.
Draws a
There's a
5.
5. Sam draws a 4. That's
4.
going to be a 6.
Yeah.
Oh, and Hayes draws another 4 because he was drawing 2. So yeah, Sam's going to have to Hujix. Sam draws a 4. He's thinking of
And
taking that
he
into hand with
takes
Mon
it into
Mothma.
hand. I don't mind that.
No, I'm totally fine with that. It's 6. I mean, the 6 is more. The fact that it's 6 is good because it means he loses Tarkin or Thrawn,
Mm-hmm.
not just Aura. Oh, he might not be taking it into hand. Okay.
And the other thing is it's an 11 because of the fact that Hayes is flipped.
Yeah, no, Hayes wins that battle, no question, and
I
Leia's
don't
forfeit
know. I mean,
0,
it was pretty
so
close.
that's I think Hayes should have gotten a use pile pull as well, actually.
No, only on Cloud City.
Are you sure?
Yes. It's on Dark Deal.
The +2 is everywhere, but okay, it's yeah, okay. It's the +2 to the battle destiny is
Yeah.
everywhere. That was the I just remember there were like some parts of it did all the things. So Sam should still be on the 7 side at like because he still has the battleground site with Luke.
Yes. Yeah, he has the battleground site with Luke. He has battleground system with Tanev. So he's definitely on the 7 side.
Yeah, like Hayes looked for a second like he was thinking of moving guys over. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
yeah, you move those guys. I don't think you move yeah, you don't move Tarkin and Aura in front of Luke.
Mm-mm.
You don't have the force to pay to swing with Aura, and then that's
No.
silly.
No. I mean, you don't want to get utterly destroyed by that. Because
No.
I mean, not only does Sam have Luke there, he's also got the um Antilles maneuver in hand. So it would cost him 2 to this fire Arson's gun at Luke.
Yeah. So he's definitely ahead here. He's leaving 2 forests. Looks like he's got the Cantina in hand. Should be draining for 1, 2, 1.
1, 2, 1. Why not 1, 2, 2? Or not 1, 1, 2?
Because I started at one end and the 2 is going to be there no matter what. And we see the
Yeah.
other occupation go away. So if Sam is running double free ride, he'll get out of this now.
I mean, we know that he's playing the escape pod combo.
Yep. So, and Sam's got a barrier in hand that he's just going to be thrown
Yeah.
away at some point because that blaster controls means it's not helping him. There's sand, which we talked about, I think is very good for
Yeah, it's definitely good for Sam, especially
Sam.
because like we know that Hayes wants to draw multiple battle destinies with a real hero, Boba Fett bounty hunter, stuff like that.
But Hayes is
So
also adding 2 to his total, so that total works just as well
yes,
for
yeah.
and there's Ray to go get a card. Hmm. Yeah, I don't hate. I don't think he's got any reserve deck, but I would not hate Ahsoka just to go at Yeah, he doesn't have a reserve deck to utilize her. Would not have hated
Han.
the Ahsoka.
Han
Han
once per
is
game.
during, I thought he was during battle.
Um,
I know
maybe.
Han does the recirculate, but
Yeah. Good question.
Han Solo V, I got him pulled up here. While piloting Falcon adds 2 to maneuver and once during battle may recirculate.
Oh, boo. Well, then maybe he's playing Shirut.
This would be a deck that would make sense for Chirrut being in play, and I actually think he might have Chirrut. I think we might have seen him play him in his first. I think he might have been on table his first game against whatchamacallit.
Matt Scott, but Matt Scott had the cold feature.
No, not against Matt Scott. His very first the game 8 stream against Greg Shaw.
Mhm.
With the Vanden Willard cycle. Um, if
Mm.
Sam has Chirrut in his deck, and there's the We're Doomed to shut
Yeah.
down.
Yes. Greg's like, I heard my name.
Yeah. Greg's.
You're distracting Greg from the new ally suite.
And we see drain of 1.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Okay, there goes the cantina.
And
There's the
Sam
Walkman to
says,
get the
no, I want
cantina
my
back.
cantina.
Yeah. We're all in the game room. What, you guys didn't like shell out like hundreds of dollars to get the new ally suite? I thought you guys were like the new like the rich kids on the block.
All right, maybe it was that, you know what? I think maybe, did you play Cheered in your deck, Greg? Because that might have been I just happened to see,
Nobody plays Shirut.
I just saw the end of the game. Yeah, so Greg had it against Sam. All right.
No.
See, I remember to cheer it. I'm calling that good. So Hayes right now, I think, is in a decent spot though. Like he's gonna eat
Yeah.
some damage. This is going to end up being a very close game, but Hayes has some move around. Like right now, he's held Sam's only adding 2 to any battle destiny, which really isn't
Yep.
that much, and he's just keeping the consistent damage going on Cloud City, and he's keeping them together enough to keep that in play. But that occupation is going to be a problem, and Sam's going to have to figure out how to get to that escape pod basically every turn. He needs to figure out how to.
I mean, once he gets out, if he can get out Vanden Willard, he can start cycling stuff.
I think he's got
Because
Vanden Willard out. I
yeah,
think that's who's on the other passenger on the Falcon.
I mean, there's like yeah,
And it looks like he's paid 4. Who's cost 4? Oh, never mind. It was 5, and there's Boba Fett, and Boba Fett gets perimeter scanned.
yep. That's gonna make it so that Boba Fett cannot battle. I mean, he's gonna be able to move away, but taking Boba Fett out of battle is kind of nice. He's
Yeah,
even though you have the cards on sand, making it so that Boba Fett can't do anything, and that was smart by Hayes to lead off with that in case like there's other things that he wants to put down. Now, I
yeah,
mean, he
because
could
now he can
easily.
just say, "All right, fine, I'll consolidate everybody at Lars Farm,"
Mm-hmm.
and
No, he's gonna
Sergeant
go Sergeant
Merrill.
Merrill.
So the thing is, Boba Fett works just fine in defense as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he still forfeits for 6. He's still power 7. Like you don't need to
Yeah.
do anything there. We see Piet shuttle down. We're seeing Ozzel move over. So that is an
Moving parts.
interesting line by Hayes.
It's a Hayes. It is your
because
quintessential Hayes Hunter line of playing weird on weird.
no, it's trying to pedal down the aggression line and threaten the damage and force Sam to do something, because I think Hayes as a player says that
Mhm.
I'm going to force you to keep making decisions. I think long term I will make better decisions than you. So the more times I can force you to think about and make a decision, the more times you can make a mistake I can take advantage of. That is good play. That is not a negative. It's just in this case, Sam has so many little weenies that, and the draws are going to be high enough, especially with the Diplo bonus.
Yeah,
Like if he wants to go, here's a couple little weenies on Cloud City,
he can.
he could easily take out both those sites just because he's like, oh, well, not if you only activate one, but like, or if you only leave one, but like that would be the line. Is you go, all right, well, here's Commander Nara, here's General Kraken, one on each side. I'll draw Battle Destiny. It's +4 and then
Hmm.
+3, and Nara makes the attrition +1. Like you could knock out a bunch of damage
Yeah.
real quickly. And Hayes loses, is that a third Cloud City occupation?
I think you do see like there are people who do play like, up to three. So
I think that is a third. So I think he lost one earlier, and that was separate from the one that he has deployed and then lost and got back with no escape.
yeah,
So he said, oh, well, people are going to do double free ride. I'm going to do triple occupation. Let's see.
Joe said
Joe
he
said he
played
played
four.
4.
Wow.
Yeah, they're madmen. Madmen.
Well, yeah. What do you expect? Hayes's head is in the clouds already.
Yeah. It's, I mean, I don't hate it as the, hey, I'm going to run you out of free ride combos.
Yeah.
Like, because that occupation, that steady 2 damage really does make a difference. That's an extra drain a turn.
Hmm.
And just, okay, fine, you're going to run out of them. And then I'm golden. And if you're spending all that time canceling them, I'm doing other stuff that works just as well. Trying to see what I think it's the drain of 2 here at Tatooine, and Hayes is just trying to figure out what to lose for that 2.
Yeah. And I think, yep. So we'll see Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith go away.
And a command, which probably actually not a huge deal.
No.
And there goes Pondo. Oh, yeah, actually, that drain at Tatooine is a drain at 3. Plus
Oh,
1 from
yeah.
Han,
Yep.
plus 1 from Bale. And he did not put out I don't think he realized it was going to be a drain of 3, so Hayes did not put out his resistance shield.
Yeah.
And there we see the Sabrip come down. And 2 for Commander Nara. Just lets him draw a card. Oh. Hayes said he didn't know who was on the ship. He couldn't see because of the glare from the lights. I can see that as a possible issue. So
I mean,
that's
I
unfortunate.
understand that. Well, again, if Hayes wasn't 20 feet tall, he could actually see.
No, that is a valid thing that can happen sometimes. You're sitting at just the wrong
Yeah.
angle and the lights are just at the wrong angle. Like it's
Yeah.
you gotta deal with what you deal with. And there is Ahsoka Tano. Okay. And it looks so Sam didn't let him pull it after Hayes said it. And Hayes said, okay, let's switch
Wow.
sides of the gate table. That's a little gamesmanship on both of their sides. Like
Oof.
there are realistically Sam. Yeah, no, Charlie, I'm not arguing that. Sam is a good enough player that there's a amount of knowledge there. He's also saying, hey, I'm expecting you to.
Yeah, and I agree that Hayes should have realized it. I do understand your point entirely as well. Like, yes, if you're not able to see because of the glare, yes, I understand that. Like it
Yeah,
happens.
that's it, trying to figure out how I want to phrase what I want to say. I think there are players Sam would have said, yes, I'll let you play that resistance because you didn't realize it. I think they are directly proportional to the number of players who would let Sam do that in the reverse case.
Yeah.
And I think Sam's viewpoint is that Hayes would not have let him do it, so he doesn't need to let Hayes do it, and I can understand that. And we see Hayes uses Lando. He was initially going to put the blaster controls down, I think, so he could track a 5, and decided instead that no, I want to put Saverick down because I want you to not be able to keep your guys
Hmm.
on table, which I think is the right
I agree.
move. And yeah, so we're hearing from Casey, who's there, and he said he's watching the stream to watch the game because of the glare, and that's a valid issue. Like I'm not.
Yeah, and I mean, this is where it comes down to. I thought the PC did have like a very expensive lighting kit,
And
but
we do, but like that's what's making our lighting for this is the best lighting we've ever had for
I
stream.
know, I know.
Like this looks beautiful. Brandon did a spectacular job getting this all set up and lining everything up and moving everything. Our the folks on site there in New Jersey did an awesome job. But what works really well for the camera may not work well in person. And we're certainly,
Yeah,
Casey confirming that, yeah, this is the glare is brutal up there.
I mean, to be fair, at this point, I'd rather have it look good for the camera and not the players, but that's just me.
I mean, I do think looking good for the camera is very important, and I'd like there to be a way for that to work both ways. So it's unfortunate, but we see the drain of 2, the occupation for 2, and then a drain of 1, and Sam finally loses his cantina. Like Sam needs to figure something out here. Hayes is going to win this. That steady damage is just going to take him out. Like
Yeah,
if he doesn't have a way to draw a second battle destiny or an all wings, he can't really fight at Bespin. And I think Hayes is going to realize that and said, hey, I'm not going to let you do this. And Sam just hasn't gotten spread enough to be able to survive that.
yeah, agreed.
Like, but I think that has to ultimately be it. Is I think Sam's got to figure out I need to track a. I don't think Sam's got bigger than a 5. So then he needs to get 7 battlegrounds with guys. And right now he's got 1, 2, 3. He just doesn't have enough to get everyone as spread out as he needs to and start that battle when he needs to. And that's a.
And that's where again, this is one of the problems with the Diplo deck is it puts a lot of a ton of cards on the table.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's a bad deck, but when you're putting most of your deck on the table to do your stuff, and then you're losing cards for to drains, to occupation damage, to all this other stuff, you're running out of options very quickly.
And some of it, like Sam did not battle at Cloud City.
Yeah.
So we see Casey. Sam has 7 in hand and about 5 in life force. And Hayes is more than that. Like Samkin's got another turn or so of drains, and so does Hayes. But just I feel like Hayes is in a somewhat better position here. I think Sam's got to respond. Yeah, Hayes has got a lot more cards left because he just searched his force pile to take any one card. And honestly, at this point, like Hayes could start the battles Sam should have considered starting. I think Hayes might now want to consider starting.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be totally fine battling into Commander Nara here. Yeah, Casey says Hayes is close to 20-ish cards, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, Sam's got his second Hujix.
Yeah. I mean,
As we
he's gonna
see
need it
6 for
here.
Vader. Vader cancels Nara's text, so Nara no longer draws if unable to otherwise. Nara just doesn't draw.
Yeah.
So, but he now subtracts one more from the draw, and now we see the peak at the top of his reserve deck. That looked like a Shizor. And we see the battle for free there. He started to use one and then remembered Vader says, no, you battle for free.
Mm-hmm. But again, it is like one of those Maya things. Like you don't have to pay. You don't have to battle for free.
Yep.
It is 100%
May.
optional. It's a May.
And we see the real hero. So Hayes says, I saw you burn a Hujix. Could have been Kirkanos, Casey. I'm
Tomato, tomato.
it was a half a glance at a card. I think both of those are in the deck, so wouldn't be shocked at
Yeah.
all which one it is. But we see Hayes play the real hero. So he says, Casey, I saw you play a Gick once already. What are the odds? You have two Hujixes and they're both in hand. Yeah, it was. So it was Min Kiag. We were both wrong.
No,
And
no, both of you were wrong, Casey and you.
that's what I said. We were
No,
both wrong.
nobody else was wrong.
I said we were both. I didn't say we were all wrong. You didn't even guess.
I know I did because I didn't want to be wrong.
All right. Whatever. And we see, yeah, Sam says, all right, fine. Hujix the battle.
Yeah.
And
The fact that him having the Fujix there is a little on the rough side, but again,
now we see the battle.
whoa, Ray Casey.
Wow. So we see the
Yeah,
battle against Ahsoka. Casey's going to draw to take a card off sand. And now we see the orbital bombardment to get around the limiter, but it adds another +2 to the battle destiny. So
yeah,
he's drawing at a +4 to total. And then he can't even -1 from Ahsoka. So it's
yep.
just a straight, that's a 9 for battle destiny.
Not to be confused with a 9/9. And
And
there's another Hujix.
Casey went triple Hujix. Wow, that is
You mean Sam?
Sam, yeah.
Wow, Sam's gonna come back and watch it and be like, why is he saying Casey?
Because Casey's
I
in
don't
chat.
look
I was
anything
talking to
like
Casey.
Casey.
And
Plus, Sam would never say anything about red people looking alike.
so we see, yeah, that's Ahsoka. Yeah, Ahsoka will cover the destiny, I think. Casey's there, so I mean, we have an active judge there. I'm not sure if she does, but that's fine. Because he drew well, I guess he drew a 1, which is total is going to be 3. So she's an 8. That's 15. It was a 9 for Battle Destiny +5 is 14. Yeah, so she's right on the edge, but she does cover. The +2 did a lot of work there. So it's easier as an active judge actually to watch these games and remember all those things because you're not trying to keep a stream of consciousness conversation going at the same time.
I mean,
It's
but
so
I
much harder
mean,
to do it this way.
it really is. I mean, especially when you're Garrett Larson, who just likes to talk and talk and talk and talk.
Yes, and
I got nothing else. I made my point.
That's oh,
Now, I
Phil's the
will
active
say,
judge. Okay.
yeah, I mean, that's one thing. Like Phil is our main active judge. Like Phil is not in the
Phil is
finals.
spectacular at it.
He is almost 100% always the active judge, and he does such a good job at it.
No, for sure. I love knowing Phil is going to be around to active judge because Phil absolutely makes sure all that stuff is done the way it needs to. And we see Sam says, "Hey, I'm going to play some cards to cycle some things." We see the perimeter scan. Now we see the leadership to show he's got a 5 and a 5 there. And the I don't need their scum.
Yeah. Is he trying to get back another Fujix? Is he playing four?
No, he's just cycling. So he's got a bunch of high
I
destinies in
wanted to see
there.
another. I wanted to see a fourth Hujix. And what's interesting is none of them were. They were all the Destiny one, not the combo. Like, is that something because like we know that he's playing the Escape Pod combo, which
Big.
pulls Hujix, but at the same time, like you would think at least one would be the combo.
I think when your deck sets itself up that there are spots where you're going to get battled and blown out because of like Vader and Forster, I think you have to just say, I
Yeah,
can't worry about the take evasive action. I need to not have that be an issue. And also,
you're not.
if I'm
You don't have
grabbing
to
with
worry
escape
about.
pod, I want to be able to grab it.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, you don't have to worry about take evasive action because Batmouse isn't at the event.
Batmouse is not the only one who plays bad cards.
Yeah, but he's king of bad cards.
I agree. Like Batmouse is more of a threat for take evasive action than other folks, but he's certainly not the only one. All right, and Casey, excuse me, Sam. Why did I say I keep seeing Casey's name in the
You have Casey on the
chat. I
brain.
keep seeing Casey's name in the chat, and it throws me
It's
off when I.
okay. I know you have a thing for Casey at this point, but man, dude,
That's Sam
Casey's
Vanden
taking.
Willard and Drew into his escape pod combo, so he can suspend occupation for another.
Yeah,
So I mean, he's got some drains going. So we drain at
yeah. I mean,
two,
he's
three,
got some dreams,
four,
but yeah,
5. Like he's gonna peel some drains. I'd imagine we're gonna see him go in and battle somebody somewhere. It's he's leaving that card on sand to protect against the Boba Fett battle.
multiple. Yeah, but do you want to battle against Ray and the Boba Fett?
I don't think you do necessarily, but like
Yeah,
because you're probably gonna lose Ray because you lose. Well,
yeah.
he won't
You're
get the
gonna
plus
lose
two
the
to the
Ray.
total. It's not quite as locked up because you won't get plus 2 to the total. You'd have to take the card off sand.
Mhm.
And you might want to do that just to take the card off sand because you need that. And that's going to be a 7. So you would clear Boba and Meryl. It's just where are you going the rest of the way with this?
Yeah,
So, and you have to worry you can't move Luke in front of the Dune Sea. Like that's
mm-mm.
you're in a tough spot with the Dune Sea.
Yeah. I mean, it's only a drain of one there, so it's like
Yeah,
it's almost inconsequential, but at the same time, like those drains are starting to add
it's
up.
still a drain of 1. Like
Yeah.
that those drains are adding up, and there's a drain of 2 at Chandrila. And Hayes loses Eli in Starship. And he
And
loses his Git combo, which
kick.
honestly I think is fine. He is not going to need a Gick.
Yeah.
So I feel like Sam's got to be thinking about deploying a guy somewhere.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, you're drawing a 7, so you're clearing Ozzel and Lobot.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's maybe the best place to go
You can't, I mean,
to.
Vader, you'd need to get 2 guys out at Battlegrounds
Yeah.
to clear Vader, because then you'd need a
Yeah.
9. And it'd have to be some, well, you'd actually need to get 3 guys, because anyone that was a draw, if unable to otherwise, Vader's just going to cancel their text.
Yep.
So, see, there's the last card to the drain, the not within sight or reach. So, and I think you have to go. Sam says, I'm gonna put my Savrit back out. Maybe. Yep, I'm gonna put my Savrit back
Possibly.
out, which
Yeah.
I think that's a really good move. So
I
now he
agree.
can,
He's not
because
necessarily, he
now he'll
won't
get a
necessarily.
battle and be able to keep a guy in play.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then I think I like Ray battling there.
Yep. And that's where he's going. He's battling Ray
So
into. Hayes looks and Hayes has a 5 there, but
yeah, so
it's only going to be a
he's
5 because it's not an Imperial alien pair.
yeah, and we see the
Take a card off of
take a
sand.
card off Sand, which gives him somebody to fuel with Savrip as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing is, I think Sam would prefer to win the battle and retrieve, but I don't think he's going to. So
No,
he's at 7. Hayes is at 5,
it's
so
8.
he's at 11.
Sam's at
Oh,
8.
8 because of yeah, so he's at
Right.
12 to 5, 12. So Hayes is going to win the battle by a couple.
By 1.
I think by 2. I think
Merrill's a
Merrill's a
2.
2.
Merrill's a
And
2.
Boba's
So
a
7,
7.
14. So yeah. So 14 to 12. Yeah, it's a 2.
Yeah.
So he'll ditch Chewy,
He'll ditch the Chewie
but
he just grabbed.
yeah, but now Hayes has to lose
Both of them.
Boba. Boba's a 7.
Boba's a 6.
Oh, and yeah, Bubba's a 6, and it
Boba's
doesn't matter. Either way,
power 7, forfeit
yeah,
6.
yeah. Either way, though, I mean, he has to lose
Yeah.
both because Sam drew an 8.
Yep.
So
And is Sam okay?
moving in front of the Bespin. So I mean, it's only the Executor and Piet up there, so I got no problem with that, especially with Savr on the table.
Yeah, I think he's also trying to at least threaten or
Hayes is
bluff
like, let
the
me see, so I don't get confused by the glare.
he's trying to bluff the leadership, I think, as well. Hayes is like, let
Yeah.
me see who's on there right now, which is the right play. And there, Sam says, I'm going to play the escape pod right away, so I'm not dealing with the.
Yeah, and I mean, there's no
But
problem
he's
there. I
still
mean,
losing 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
I think how Dan always checks my math. Like, and that
I've
5's going to add
learned
up.
I've learned with Garrett that you have to check and check and check because in his old age he sees different things than everybody else.
And we do see a leadership in Sam's hand, so he
Are
did
you sure
get
it's
to the
leadership?
leadership. Yes, it might be a Grimtash, but I'm pretty sure it's a leadership.
I don't know. I think you have to bust through the door to make sure if it's leadership or Grimtash.
I still maintain if that would have been a Grimtash, it would have been awesome. That's my.
And Greg Shaw said, no, Garrett, you were wrong. That's not a Grimtash. That is anything but
That's
a
fine.
Grimtash.
It wasn't a Grim. It might have been the Savrit that I saw. I just kind of, like I said,
It's
the
okay.
way the cards are being held and the way the camera was, I got like half a
So you're
glance.
blaming Sam.
No,
It sounds like you're blaming Sam.
what I'm hearing is Hayes has trouble with the glare. I'm having trouble with the glare.
What glare?
So
There's no glare on the screen. You're not even seeing anything. You're not even seeing the camera from the computer at this location. You're seeing it from my computer.
good point. It's your glare you added. Why did you
There's
add glare
no
to the?
glare. Maybe the fact that you're seeing glare off of your glasses because you need glasses, you old man.
I don't know what you're. talking about here. So,
Uh,
I mean,
sure.
Hayes is still going to do 5. Sam's got to figure out
Yeah.
what he's going to take to that
He
5.
he
And
needs
then,
to stop the bleeding at this point. Like,
yeah, like he's doing about as much damage as Hayes, but Hayes is just a turn or two ahead on total force.
yeah. The other thing is like Sam
And
has
if
2 destiny right now up at the Bestman system against the Executor.
plus 2 to the total and a
Yeah.
leadership to theoretically add a third,
Yeah.
or we see the
And there goes a
command to
Vuzix
limit.
and a Lando. He's going to take a card into hand. I mean, the Lando is losing the Lando there is interesting only because,
He doesn't have enough force to redeploy him next. He
well,
doesn't have enough force
no,
to deploy
he's
him.
he
So,
has the sap rift to ditch the Lando to
yeah,
in a battle.
he kept another body in there. I think he might have
Yeah,
kept a
he
Luke.
does. Yeah, I don't know what body it is though.
I think it's a Luke.
Maybe
Luke's would be the reason would be the guy you keep ahead of Lando because he's slightly higher
higher
forfeit.
forfeit. Yeah.
So, but I don't know that like Hayes might not battle there.
Yeah, I don't think if you're Hayes, you can battle.
Yeah, you can't move away because you can't get Vader on there,
Yeah.
but I don't think you can start a battle. I think you have to just let it go. I will say that was when Hayes decided to move Ozzel instead of Lando or
Mm-hmm.
instead of Vader. If he had moved Vader, he could have at least in theory said, okay, I'll shuttle Vader up now, and then I can move the Executor to block the Tatooine drain.
Yeah.
You give up the
Uh
occupation, but
yeah, I think what
if
we're
you're
gonna have to see Hayes do is he's gonna have to shuttle Ozzel and Lobot up there.
just to give himself 18 forfeit,
Yes, and then on top of that, you get the +2 from the objective.
that's where you're getting to the 18.
Yeah.
666. So, because Lobot and Ozzel would both be 6s with the objective, and then Piet's already a 6. So,
Well, no, I'm saying you get the +2 from the total battle
oh, the
destiny.
total battle destiny, yeah.
Mhm.
That honestly, I think the +2 to total battle destiny is almost immaterial at this point. Like, it's if a battle happens in space, that's not going to change the math really one way or the other. And we see
Mhm.
Hayes moves Lando during his control phase. Furcanos dropping on top of Ray.
Ray spent 2 for
Going double Sergeant Merrill? That seems. Oh,
Garindan.
Garandan. Okay.
Uh, that's just enough
Yep, that's
for the
fine.
ability. Yeah, pays 1 to battle.
So you see the battle. Sam's got nothing.
That's
Hayes
an
draws a
Uda Uda.
7.
Yep. Uh,
And
Sam
Sam
also
draws a
draws a
7
7. It
himself,
becomes an 8. So
which Hayes is fine with. Like Hayes is fine with losing his 2 guys and Sam losing Ray.
mhm.
That's 100%. Everybody's happy with that. Oh,
He'll
so it
ditch the
was the Luke.
Luke.
He had
Yeah.
the Savrip. And yeah, he took the Destiny into hand with Mon Mothma.
Yeah. Interesting.
And now we see the shuttle up of, yeah, Ozzel and
Yeah.
Lobot. And Hayes says, I'm going to leave Lando and Vader standing by their lonesome. That's an aggressive line because you could just move Lando at the start of your
And
turn.
okay, so he takes. Oh, he's got General Kraken.
Yeah,
So this is
Sam,
going to be a
I
way to get
mean,
rid of the Lando.
and Hayes has no force saved.
Hmm.
So he can't stop Kraken from coming down and killing Lando,
Yeah.
getting him a retrieval as well. Like, that's actually a big deal. I mean, Hayes might have a real hero, so then
Yeah, that's the only
it'd
way
be
he
a
would get.
wipe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Hayes's hand just flashed. It looked like it was gray.
I don't remember seeing it. I mean, I know he's only got two cards in his hand.
Yeah, it kind of looked like they were both gray. Like, Sam is playing this, and there is, I think that is a fourth occupation. So yeah,
Yeah.
Hayes and Joe were all in on occupation is good. Occupation wins the game. Make sure you play enough of them that it's always in play. And I don't hate that line at all. Sam did not leave himself a reserve deck though.
Mm-mm.
So he's not going after Lando. I feel like that was a mistake.
Agreed.
Like going after Lando would save
Oh,
you.
he's only got three life force. That's why.
Ah, okay. Well,
Thank you, Casey.
that would answer that question then, Casey. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I think Hayes is going
So
to end up winning this game.
yeah, Hayes is going to end up winning. Casey's just going to basically he's caused as much damage as he can. He has no way to.
And there's a card in his reserve deck, so or in his use pile. So he's not. Oh, he's got the escape pod combo.
Yeah, but he's still going to get drained for three.
Five.
Yeah,
No, it's
three.
gonna be it's gonna be three because you're probably gonna
Yeah,
see
one,
Lando.
one, and one.
Yeah, we're gonna probably see Lando run away, even if he throws down the General Kraken.
Well, he does. Kraken will cost him three. If he's only got three life force, he doesn't have enough to play. I'll
Oh,
play
yeah.
Kraken.
Well, he can move. He can shuttle somebody down in front of Lando, but that just
Yeah, then okay.
yeah, that doesn't seem like it's a good idea. Um, move Luke to the Dune Sea to save yourself one.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's really just Sam trying to figure out is there a way he can. Hayes has six in life force, two in hand. So yeah, the Hayes is gonna. I mean, this is gonna end up being very close. So this is not a. Sam's gonna end up losing by a little bit,
Uh,
but it's not an
he
embarrassing
moves the
loss.
Falcon to Chandrilla. Not sure I understand that.
Um, yeah, I'm not sure how that moved the needle. Your drain's the same either way. I guess in theory, it's well, you can't shuttle Vader up anyway. So, like in theory, it maybe stops Vader shuttling up and moving to block the
Mhm.
drain, but then you're giving up the drain at Bespin that you can't do, and Vader can't block the drain anyways.
Yeah.
Or Vader can't do that anyways. So you see Luke move over to block the drain as well. So you're down to, and I mean, you could shuttle Mon Mothma down in front of Lando, I guess.
But then with Hayes having two cards in hand and both of them being characters,
Yeah, if any one of them is a character, you're blown. Okay,
yeah.
and Sam says, nope, I'm just going to draw a couple. So Hayes is going to drain him for two. There we see the escape pod in play, and he's mildly frustrated with that. Like, it's more just there's nothing he can do about it. So,
Yeah.
and Hayes is kind of in the tank here, just figuring out the like,
Well, I think it's both of them because like we know that we're gonna see the drain of one and one.
yeah,
Yep, there's the drain of one. Sam loses the escape pod combo.
but
Drains of
it's figuring
one.
out the
You lose Kraken. Yep.
is there a line that doesn't give Sam the ability
Tarkin's
to drain
bounty,
anymore?
Charlie. Tarkin's bounty is currently on Grand Moff Tarkin over there at uh
And we
on
see
Tatooine.
Lando shuttle up as well, which
Yep.
is fine.
I know, right? You know, this is like the second time I've seen it this weekend. It makes me so happy.
Tarkin with his own bounty.
Yeah. See the battle up in space.
All right, so he moved Lando up during his turn. He used his Lando move, which I don't hate. Like,
No.
he's trying the best he can to get this going or to figure out his line. I'm not sure that gets him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure that saves him. Basically, I think he's still. I don't think he does enough damage up in space.
Okay, so we do have the battle up in space.
So he's power 12, 15, 18, 20. I don't know if Lando adds.
Uh no, I don't think he does. The other thing is now that Lando and Lobot are there, Hayes can add or subtract one from Destiny twice in a battle.
So there's a 4 for Battle Destiny.
So again, he can make it a well, it's gonna be a 6 because of the objective, that he can make it to an 8.
And yeah,
Oh no, he can make it to a 7. I'm
you
sorry.
can make it to a 7, and then he could subtract 1 from
Yeah. That's gonna be a
Sam. So
6.
Sam has the leadership, which is a 6, and
And
then a
5.
5. So he's at 11.
11.
And
And Hayes is
he
subtracting
says I'm
one
going to
from
subtract
each.
from both of them, which I think is absolutely the right play.
Yeah.
So he's at 11, 12,
Well, it should be
18.
9. Yeah.
Well, it's 9, and then it's plus 2 to the total. So he's back to 11.
But I don't think there's going to be a lot of, I don't think there's going to be any overflow.
No, but Hayes does win the battle,
Yeah. I mean,
which
Sam
means
couldn't
he doesn't.
retrieve.
Sam doesn't. Oh, Sam couldn't pay to retrieve anyways.
Yeah, he's not gonna be
And I mean,
retrieving.
Sam, I think just probably has to lose Mon Mothma.
You can't lose bail because you take away.
Yeah, you lose Mon
Well,
Mothma.
no, you can actually lose bail because there's nobody that's going to add to a force drain to make it fort drain 3.
Oh, all right. So Sam is down 8. Yeah,
Yeah, he
Hayes is
lost Mon
definitely
Mothma
immune.
and Lando.
Okay, so because Mon Mothma is 6, right? And Hayes then shuttles
Lobot
Lobot
down. Yeah,
down.
which that's not going to matter.
No, that makes
Um,
total sense.
yeah, I mean, I think what we're going to see is we're probably going to see
And
Sam
one to,
drain.
yeah, like one to shuttle Ozzel down just in case.
Sam has no cards in hand though.
Yeah. I think what we're going to see is Sam drain and then Sam draw.
Yeah,
And he's going to drain for 1, 2, 3.
and
Because
it
I don't
should
see
be
any benefit
it
of.
should be a win by 5. The drain +1. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's going
so
to
it's
be
1, 2.
4.
Where's the drain?
Or
He's
I'm
draining
sorry,
for 2
3.
there and then 1 at
1.
Ray's site.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
it should
3,
be
like I
Hayes by
said.
5.
And yep, Sam's going to pick
Yeah.
him up. So did we get the count? Was it, yep, Hayes +5. All right. Do we know lost piles? And I assume they're gonna switch seats for a second, and that
Yeah.
seems like a good time for me to go grab a drink. And we'll
Uh,
be,
Casey, if you could tell us what the lost balls are, that would be great.
and then yeah, we'll be back here with the final in a few minutes, hopefully fairly soon.
So it was Sam. 30, 33. Okay, thank you. So we'll throw that up. Um, do we know if they're going to be taking a break at all either? Welcome back, Star Wars players. Looks like both of our players are ready to get going. Sam and Hayes have both switched sides. We see that Sam is now on the dark side, and Hayes is your light side player.
That
Hayes
is
will with
apparently just the dark side of the table. So I like that Sam also had to switch the playmats, though.
of course he's like Sam, but like are you really gonna let Hayes use your
Did
new
you really
allies?
want Hayes to be playing on the new allies mat? Like, I think that would have been amusing.
Oh, I agree.
I'd have pushed for that. So we see
But the question is,
Hayes
did
is on
Sam
Watch Your
well
Step, and Sam
Sam on
is
Tatooine?
on
Yeah.
Tatooine CRV. So the Tatooine gets overwritten.
Yep.
And, but Sam's still going to activate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on his first turn.
Yeah. And then he's gonna
Pull Jabba's Palace, pull the
overwrite.
Cantina. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's gonna overwrite the cantina, so then he'll get the activation off of that. Uh the question here is though, did Sam not let Hayes use the new ally mats, or did Hayes say no, I don't want to be using the new ally mat? It's a question of who's didn't let whose idea was it to move the play mats as well. That's what I want to know.
my get. I'm going to say it was not even discussed. Sam was just like, "Oh, if I'm moving, I'll move my playmat, and that's fine."
Yeah,
It was
I mean I
a
could, yeah. But again, if I'm Sam, I'd be like, I'm just gonna leave this here, and be funny. But again, I don't think that went through Sam's head.
Sam is not the person to be that petty
Petty, no,
of a
no.
move.
Sam is
Like,
not petty. But I would hope that
you and
Sam
I
has
would have
that.
considered that. Sam
Well,
is probably not quite that. Sam's not that guy.
yeah,
So,
Sam is too respectful, too nice, and
yeah. I mean, it
okay.
sounds a
Thank
little
you,
mean, but
Casey.
like,
Thank you. Uh, I can see that too. Like Sam had to look into the bright lights. Now, here's the question: is it because the bright lights are that bright, or is it also because, like, again, like I said, Hayes is so far away, like his head is so far away from the table that's causing the glare?
and honestly, Hayes might have moved those just as much for Sam's going to want to play on his mat.
Yeah, and I
Like,
think that's the case.
I,
For all the gruff and grief that we give Hayes, he's generally a nice guy.
yeah, Hayes, I like Hayes. I genuinely do enjoy my time with Hayes. Hayes can absolutely be too much sometimes for people, and I
I
totally get that.
well, to be fair, there's only one time I'm not the biggest fan of Hayes, and that's when he tries to take over every game of Avalon or Secret Hitler or any of
And
those games like that.
that is how Hayes is, but I don't ever think with Hayes there's ill intent.
In those games, there is.
Well, those games that Hayes just wants to win them, whatever
I
the
think
win
Hayes wants to
has, and Hayes
be.
enjoys the gamesmanship line of those. I
He
think Hayes
also,
does enjoy the gamesmanship a little bit,
yeah.
but not enough that he would actively try and make it less pleasant for anyone
Uh,
else.
excuse me, Ryan. My card is blue in the official Star Wars PC version of Avalon. I'm blue.
I've actually never played Avalon. I have just sat and watched you
I think
guys
you're
play it.
blue too.
I don't
Garrett
think I'm
is
even a
red.
card. I'm not even a card.
Yeah, for
Yes.
Worlds, I'm making you one.
I've never played Avalon, and
It doesn't
honestly, I don't
matter.
think I would
Does
enjoy
not
it. I
matter.
just
I'm going to put
enjoy
people
sitting and
on
watching.
there. We need to make sure that everybody there has a card.
I just enjoy sitting and watching, and that is fun for me.
Like, I need to make it so that Garrett, you're going to be Merlin.
So we're seeing the locations that are overwritten just because you're on a playmat and stuff gets moving around. Hayes just said, look, these got converted. They're not getting converted back. Let's take them off of the
Yeah.
playmat so they're out of the way. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's,
And like I said, Hayes is a very,
Hayes is
he'll
very
do something. He does
conscientious about a lot of things.
yes. Yes.
So it looks like Sam might have activated his Nal Hutta. I think he searched
I
for
mean,
Jabba's palace and then was like, well, I'm here.
activating now Hutta is not that big of a deal for him because again, he doesn't necessarily want to fight in space. He just wants to hold his position in space so that way he can drain for free.
Yeah. He and honestly, like putting out Nal Hutta is just gives away a drain of 2 because of the I
Garrett,
must be allowed to combo.
there are a few Merlins. Scott is a Merlin.
I think the times I've watched Werfs has been Merlin more than once.
Well, that's because like I made sure to make that Worf's is Merlin, just like I made sure to say that Kyle Kruger is the assassin.
Okay.
Hayes is also red. So, but yeah, there's the Corellia system for Hayes.
And his Mos Eisley. And he'll grab
He'll grab
Han
the
with the Falcon.
Han. Yeah.
He's gonna flash because he grabbed it last turn with the All Wings. Interesting, he didn't go for the Mirax, get the card with I must
Yeah,
be allowed to speak right away. I sort of expected.
same.
I'm a little surprised he chose not to go that route because functionally Sam Space is as good against Han as it is against
Yeah,
Mirax.
exactly.
It's either Fett who does nothing or it's Zuckuss who shuts you down both ways.
Yeah.
And I'm it's an interesting choice he made. Let's just phrase it that way.
Yeah. Agreed.
So we see the Corellia come down.
So it looks like the consolation has wrapped up with Pat Johnson emerging victorious. He ended up going
Okay,
5-1 today with Court of the Vile Gangster and what he calls fake rescue the princess mind, which you have learned. I have no idea what that means.
I think it's just he played a lot of Rescue the Princess. That play style works well for him with avoiding battles, causing pings, etc. And Mind What You've Learned played fairly similar to that. Like it's kind of the same idea. And if you just avoid the battles, get your pings, do your things, it can be an obnoxious deck.
Yeah.
So
Sounds like, yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, but we do see the
what
Han
did
and the
Hayes just
Falcon go
pay
down
to?
to
Okay, like what did he
Corellia,
just pay 2 for to add?
knee and nub.
He had Nub, Celestin Smuggle Nub. He decided, yeah, it's not to add Neon Nub. He's adding Wedge instead.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the wedge over the knee and nub because again, he has more forfeit. But
Yeah.
again, Hayes is currently on the 0 side of his objective, so he doesn't get the forfeit bonuses. So,
But Wedge still forfeits for 6 as opposed to Neon Nub's 4,
yeah,
which is big because Sam could certainly blind draw a 7, but if he's going into battle right now, he has to draw a 7 or it's just Wedge.
yeah, exactly.
Where if
Knee and nub,
Neon Nub, if
you'd
he
be a
drew a 5,
5. That's at least
Han goes
Han.
away, and that's much worse.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
yeah, I like the line. I think that was a smart play by Hayes to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sam got like 15 force
Yeah,
this turn, and there we see the I don't need their scum going to grab, I'm sure, the Hujix.
most likely.
And there's the Nalhada. So Sam did activate it, and he just drew into it and said, "Fine,
So yeah, and if you're
There's going to
Sam,
be
you're
enough systems in play.
mm-hmm. And
Realistically,
you're going to
Hayes is
see the Tatooine system. You're going to
reships
see
probably.
Corellia. So
You're going to see Kessel in all likelihood. Hayes probably only
maybe
has.
we actually don't know.
Hey, no, we saw Kessel in his deck when he went searching
Are you
for
sure?
Corellia. Yes.
Are you sure it wasn't a Grimtosh?
Pretty sure, yes. And they're both doing the cut thing, but they both have decks in the same color sleeves.
Oh
So they're
no.
trying to keep things handy. And Hayes has the what am I looking at to see what is potentially going through here. So he did see that the Blaster Controls is in Sam's reserve deck, so
Yeah.
Sam has to at least be cognizant of if he tries to drop in space, he's could be facing a barrier along with a
Mhm.
moving to attack position.
Yeah.
And I think the
Both of
moving
them.
might actually be worse for him because it would just be like, oh, my stuff's all immune to attrition. I'm not sure what Sam's line is here. Like, I think it's going to be similar to what he did against Matt, which is just spread out wide
Yeah, agreed.
and go with the my cards are more efficient than yours to Hayes because Hayes to battle effectively on the ground needs to deploy 2 to 3 guys at a site other than EPP Luke, who's just going to be a trade. And Sam is going to do a lot of sites with just one guy and like count on barrier and stunning and
All that fun stuff. Yeah.
also just the fact that like, hey, look, my one guy is holding this site and draining, and if you want to take him out, it's going to cost you 2 or 3,
Mm-hmm.
and I can make that trade all day.
And that's the thing. Like Sam has a lot of the battle tricks that Hayes unfortunately doesn't have in the deck. Like Hayes has the I want to avoid battles, but I mean so does Sam. Sam, on the other hand, also has forced lightnings, which just say, "Oh, your puny little smuggler is now
Yeah,
fried."
basically, Hayes can't go to either Palpatine or Dooku's site
Mm-mm.
without going with a crew. And
And there goes
Sam says, well,
two. Yeah, there goes
Forlom's
two.
in play, so let's send these away.
I don't really need these back the double backs.
Interesting, that also says he's got Boba Fett in hand,
Yeah.
because that's the other card it would pull.
Mm-hmm.
And the
I
fact
mean,
that Sam
it
didn't use
pulls
it or do
Dan's.
it.
It also pulls Dan's Boren. I think.
Dan's is only in court. Dan's does not make.
Why
Dan
is
doesn't
he
make
only
routes.
in
Look
court?
at that Kessel. Look at that Kessel I told you was there. Do you
That's
see that
not.
potato?
Well, Kessel is not a potato.
Kessel is a potato, and there's
It
the
is
yeah.
not a
Casey
potato.
says he's got Boba in hand. It is a potato.
Not a potato.
Easter egg. And Hayes uses the all wings to pull the skate, uses the skate to pull Mirax. Sam doesn't grab the all wings, which I think is smart.
Yeah, I don't think that's the card you want to grab. I think it's like,
I think it's bait. It's another
yeah,
one of those where like Hayes is going to keep using it, and you're going to be like, I really want to grab this, but I shouldn't. I believe in the Easter eggs, one of the known Easter eggs is that Kessel is just a potato.
except Disney changed that and it's no longer a potato.
I don't believe Disney changed it from being a potato.
They did. Did you
In
not see
fact, I
Solar?
have Disney Lorcana cards that there's an actual potato card that I think
It,
I'm going to write Kessel on it. So I'm just the picture of Kessel here is a potato.
you're a potato.
Yes, and
I got nothing.
potatoes are delicious.
Except when they're old and moldy.
So Casey's like, commentators, do your job. Here, I'm going to give you something to talk about in chat. Hayes needs
Yes.
to keep
And
Sam.
we said that we literally said that's the line that Sam's going to win.
The thing is, I don't know that Hayes can do that
It's going to be
with
hard.
only 3 ships. Like Hayes has at max, I think 4 ships. He might have
He might have the wild card.
the wild card along with the outrider.
Well, he has the
And
outrider.
Yeah, so he might have 4 ships.
Yeah.
The problem is if he puts out 4 systems, Sam just needs to stay at 1 to drain for
Yeah.
free on the ground. And that's going to take time because part of this is Sam's just that card efficiency we talked about with Sam, where like Sam could just drop single guys at a bunch of sites. That card efficiency works in Sam's favor if this turns into a drain race. Because Hayes is devoting 3 to 4 cards per location to drain at, where Sam's like, I'll put 1 and hold a stunning leader.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, I'm not actually sure Hayes can put out Kessel, which means he loses the Kessel run. Casey's going to take a nap under a table. All right, that's a thing. So I can't fathom that the game room is quiet enough to
No.
manage a nap
It
in
is
there right now.
if
Like,
Brian Fred is in the game room, it is not quiet enough.
and maybe B. Fred's watching the finals in
He's
New
not. He's playing
Allies.
Clank. He's playing Clank.
Well, he was playing Clank 2 hours ago. How long is? I don't know how long Clank is, but
It's Brian Fred. It takes 2 hours just to get it through the instructions.
but like I could see B. Fred sitting and being noisy. Hayes is in the game, so he's not holding court on Avalon being extraordinarily loud,
No.
which would otherwise absolutely be his MO. So
Yeah.
we do say Hayes has not put Kessel down, which I think is intentional.
I
Like
think it's yeah.
he moved Mirax to Nelhutta instead because it's the same. It's effectively the same drain of 2 because I think you got to figure Sam has a huge hand at this point. He could get and satisfy resistance without too much issue. And Hayes is just figuring out, do I want to move the Falcon away from Corellia? Do I want to leave it at Corellia? What do I do here? And he
Well,
says,
I
fine,
think
I'm going to leave it in place.
yeah, I think you have to leave them there for right this second. Like,
I don't think you have to. I just don't think there's any benefit to moving it.
no.
It's a drain of 2 either way. Like in theory, what you're shooting for is you want to lock Sam either at Tatooine and wait a minute. Hyperspeed on both of them could get them from Tatooine to Nelhutta, I think. Zuckuss is a 5, and I believe Fett and Slave 1's a 4. Yep, so they could get from, he can't lock them on one side of the system or the other. He can, or on one side of the galaxy or the other. He can't do you can have Tatooine and Kessel, or you can have that and then move in to force them in that. So it's fine. It's interesting that even after the Han ... solo, who's supposed to help the Kessel run, almost all Watcher Steps, even ones that are running Kessel Run, are now just running virtual Han Solo because that drain +1 is so much better.
Exactly.
It's so much more important than the extra battle destiny. So just something I think is interesting. And we see Sam activated now. He Forlom's a card. And I think he's just gonna play out a bunch of guys. There's Aura Singh and gets the Cantina text. Take one of those 2 cards into hand. I don't know which one it is because I can't really see. It looked like it might have been a Vader and a Sniper. And I think he might have grabbed Vader, which I think is the card to grab. And then we see the shuffle. Because yeah, like Vader's another site. If you're coming with smugglers, like you can't
No,
go
no,
light.
no.
That's you want to take out Vader, you need at least 3 cards. And with 3 cards, you have to accept that you might lose all 3 of them. And that's just is like Hayes really doesn't
There's
want to battle
Dooku.
in space or in the
No.
ground. And Sam's like, okay, I'll let you not battle on the ground. I mean, Sam's got to decide if he wants to throw in space or not, or pay to train, because I think Hayes now will just be like, I will pay 6 to drain you for 4. Like Hayes is,
Yes,
again,
and that's
Hayes
the thing,
won the
because like,
game. Hayes is slightly ahead
uh-huh.
because he won game 1. You keep the pressure on and you force Sam to make a choice.
Yeah, because even though the drain is -1 at now Hutta, because of Smuggler's Blues and I Must Be Allowed to Speak, those drains can't be reduced where you have 2 smugglers.
Yep. And interesting, Hayes must love his hand because he did not Mirax a single card during Sam's turn. So, and I do like Sam's thought process of I'm not going to deploy the space until I know what I'm doing with it. But I'm just not sure that that is going to last. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like right now, Hayes is draining for 4 to your 3, and you're both paying for it. And there went Janice and Maul and a Dark Time, and was that Tentacle? So
I don't think so.
I'm not sure. It looked like a Japanese premiere effect. So
Then there's
could be Tentacle,
tentacle.
could in Blast Door controls.
Yeah.
It went relatively quick. And all right, Hayes says, I'm going to pull Dash, and Dash isn't in there. We see Val kind of on the bottom. And Sam's just, all right, what cards are in here that are going to surprise me? Like, there is nothing super shocking in there, just what our glance at it. Like, these are, yep, that makes sense. And I do like what Hayes' thought process was, though, which is I'm going to put guys at all 3 systems and say, you can deploy, but what are you
But
going to do?
exactly. Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Like, but now it also, Sam has to go, okay, he's got Dash. He's either going to draw into the Outrider or he's going to activate next turn and have the Outrider in reserve. So wherever I go in space, I have to expect an Outrider coming.
Yeah.
And I think Sam might need to do the here's Boba Fett plus some forfeit fodder on there. And can you get enough forfeit fodder? And that just feels bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing about this feels real good right now. And Hayes says, yeah, I'm just going to draw some cards. Honestly, he might be trying to find a control tunnel vision. I thought Fett had passenger capacity.
Um,
All right, well, maybe he doesn't.
I don't know. Do you want to take the
Yeah, he
word of
does
Greg
not.
Shaw?
I'll take Greg Shaw's word for it, plus the card was still pulled up on
Oh, okay.
my thing.
Oh,
So
excuse me.
non-V does. Oh, okay. That was
Oh, who plays
non-V
non-V?
also costs 7 and forfeits for 4, so no one's playing non-V ever.
Yeah.
Zuckuss has capacity. So
Yeah.
you could pile
And
guys on Zuckuss and hope. So, and that is one of the things that's different in Watch Your Step than, you don't see anymore the Luke plus R2 and Red 5 plus Theron Net and Wedge
well, no, you see
and
Theron
X-Wing
Net.
cannons.
Theron Net
But,
is on the Pulsar Skate.
but you don't see the X-Wing cannons anymore. You used to see those
No.
guys in X-Wing cannons just to handle things like Zuckuss and Mist Hunter, and now you just have other answers. And I like that, that's how games evolve.
Yeah. Agreed.
So, all right, so Sam's activating a little bit less. I guess I'm not sure why you wouldn't. I don't want to activate everything. I don't know what you're tracking to, but okay. He does have a sorry about the mess or sniper in hand, but like,
Yeah. Like, what are you
I
gonna do
guess
with
right
it
now
though?
they're both draining for 2. I forgot Mos Eisley's a 2. He's got him at
Yeah.
Mos Eisley, so it's 2 and 2 right now. But like, there's a control. All right.
Yeah.
Sam
And
says, I'm gonna
Sam's
grab
like,
that
nope, I'm gonna grab that. Yeah, I think that's the right move.
for sure. It stops Hayes from getting the second use on it, which is the important part. And Hayes says, I'm going to lose Kessel. I'm not going to
Yeah.
Kessel run. I need to keep you out of space, and this is how I'm going to do it. And I like that play, actually. I think
I mean,
that's
I
a
think,
very
yeah,
smart.
no, I agree. I 100% agree with you.
That is the smart play of Hayes says there's 3 systems. I'm going to own all 3. And all right. So there is Boba Fett at
Where?
Tatooine. At
Okay.
Tatooine. I mean, Sam's got to be holding something to.
He's got to have like the barrier.
Yeah.
Maybe he has the other. Maybe he has. If he can find the Zuckuss and Messenger, that would still be good. Just go to the system with both ships.
Mm. Until you have your barrier cancel, until you have your blaster controls or some way to cancel barrier, I don't think you can deploy in front of Hayes in any way, shape,
Well,
or
that's what I'm
form.
saying. You sent both the Zuckuss and Boba to Tatooine.
Yeah, but I don't think he's got that.
Yeah.
There's another all wings, and now Sam can't. Oh, Sam can grab it on something special.
Yeah.
So, and really, Hayes just wanted to see, was it in the force he activated or is it in his hand? And Sam changes his mind, I think in part because I think he's going to expect to use the something special to get his ship back. And he doesn't want to give Hayes back the all wings combos.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Hayes knows it's in his force pile. He knows the
That's
Outriders in his force pile.
and that's not where you want it to
That's
be.
less than ideal. I mean, it's okay because he knows whatever he activates is not going to be the Outrider. So if he has to pay 2 to control tunnel vision, he can.
Yeah.
Like, but that would be the play he'd have to make.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and he did use a card to Mirax, I believe there. So that would be because I think he's got 3 cards there. So that would also like if that's his Outrider, he's going to be unhappy.
Yeah.
That's all there is to say about that, honestly. Like if that's his Outrider, it's I feel
He's having a
bad, but
bad day. Yeah.
like he needs to do something here. Although, so if he can't find the Outrider, he does have, I think that's where you then go, I'm going to move the Falcon to Tatooine. And you can keep Fett in front of the Falcon, or you can move
Yeah.
to Nal Hutta.
Corellia.
No, he can't
Oh
move
no,
to
yeah,
Corellia.
you
He could
can't
move
move.
to Nal
Yeah.
Hutta,
Yeah.
where there's a ship with 2 smugglers. And you just say,
Yep.
all right, these are your choices.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of them are good. Have fun with this. And Hayes leaves 3.
That's interesting that he leaves the 3.
Yeah, 3 isn't it on. Are we going to maybe see EPP Luke go down and just clear out Aura Singh?
What? It's possible.
Like he knows what the destiny is because he just Miraxed it. He Miraxed back. So,
Yeah.
all right, he's leaving 1 more there. Because he Miraxed right at the start of his turn as well. So he knew
He knows what those
he's going to
destiny.
know what that is coming back and know where it is.
Mhm.
And I think he's counting his force pile. All right. So that was he's choosing not to drain.
And I think that's the right move, especially if you're going to deploy a lot of characters.
Yeah. And I think that might be he's
And then on
planning
top of
to
that,
oh,
okay, there's the
he
outrider.
had the
There's the
outrider in the ship.
barrier.
There's the barrier. There's the grab
And
on the
yeah, we have
barrier.
to grab. And yeah, that's a good. I mean,
And there's the cancel for the barrier. And Sam says, fine, I'll put that on there. But Sam
yeah.
was not able to save 4. So the barrier is canceled. Now he does get the Boba Fett's power can't be reduced. So
With
he's
with
with
what?
Boba Fett, the ship.
Okay, okay.
Unless we see another Mandalorian mishap. Yeah, Boba Slave One's power may not be reduced by opponent. Unless we see another Mandalorian mishap to cancel the text, and then he's not drawing Battle
That's
Destiny. That would be
or he's not
hilarious.
on drawing battle destiny, and he's power 0, and yeah, that's just
That would be
rough.
hilarious. And honestly, like I think Mandalorian mishap especially if you can play Sabine, Mandalorian Mishap might be a card that this should go in right now because Fett is
But
so
you
common.
can't play Sabine in this deck.
Yeah, there's other decks you
Well, no,
can
okay,
though.
hold on. You can play Sabine, but it just costs you like 10 force to
Yeah,
play her.
it costs you 9 or 10 depending on which Sabine you want to use,
The good
which
one.
seems like a bad plan. So, and there's Luke in front. So he does drop Luke in front of Aura Singh. Did he end up leaving 5 in reserve? Maybe it's they're sort of he's got it a little bit spaced out, but it's tough to see. Like if he goes through and ends up, he takes out Boba, he takes out uh Aura, he's in a real happy position right now.
Yeah, it was if
So
Sam is left with the Count Dooku this turn,
he
Sam is going to be in one of the more sticky situations that
I
he's
would
in.
like to see him put one more smuggler on the outrider simply
Forfeit
because
value.
yeah, right now that outrider only forfeits for like 3. It's a virtual outrider. Or
Yeah,
it's
it
only
had
immune to attrition less than 3.
3. Yeah.
So a 7 means you lose dash, and Sam absolutely could draw a 7.
Mm-hmm. I
And
mean,
if
it
you
would
lose
be a
dash, you're in sad spate.
yeah,
Like you'd be fine losing Yenda. Oh, there's the moving to attack position now,
yeah.
so it doesn't
Never worry
matter.
about yeah. It doesn't worry about that then. Yeah,
I'm immune. Heck with you. Which
and a
is
power +2.
yeah, which is also I mean, so he's power 10 to Sam's 6, 9, something like that. To 7. So like it's 10 to 7. He gets 2 destiny to Sam's 1, but so
Mm-hmm.
it's effectively 10 to 14 when you count the forfeit.
Yeah.
So Sam has to draw poorly and Hayes has to draw good. 5. Okay, well,
Double
Hayes got
fives.
that half done. And so did Sam,
Nicely done
unfortunately.
there, Garrett. You called that.
That's gonna be, I think, 5 overflow. I think Sam's at 8, and then 7 is 15, and Hayes is at 20.
Yeah.
That's gonna be Fett and 5, and that's
100% called that.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? That was how that was gonna happen.
So can we get Garrett's address in the chat for all of the new allies who want to go beat up Garrett?
Most of them know where I live. I hate to break
Yeah, I
this
know.
to you, dude. A lot of them live in the same state. Like Sam has been to my house. This is not a.
Yeah, yeah.
It's. I feel bad, but like what I called was this is what would happen if this happens. Like that was. It was
Oh no,
unlikely.
no, no! It was not your problem, your fault at
Yeah,
all.
it was a this is unlikely to happen because Sam's destiny average is really good, but it does happen. And I mean, I gotta imagine Hayes is just gonna battle Aura as well. And I think Sam's
Sam
deciding, do
has the
I
stunning
stunning
leader.
leader? Yeah. And even Joe says, well, this is the stunning leader first strike rebeat.
Yeah.
So, although I do think if he gets stunning, I think you have to just move Luke out. Just be like, fine, pay to drain for 2. I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to. So at least it's not the Aura Singh isn't involved in the rebeat.
Yeah.
So, unless Hayes is sitting on like a dodge or something to dodge Luke away later. Because the upside is Luke is not a Jedi, so Aura doesn't get the double swing to
No,
go with
she
the
does not get the
sniper,
double swing,
but she
but
does have the sniper too.
yeah, she does have the sniper. And then on top of that, though, like how many other,
And we know as Hayes has the Hujix.
yeah, but Sam has the Dark Lord of the Sith in his hand.
Yeah,
He's got the Force Lightning. There's the first strike. So yeah, like
yeah. But Hayes has the Hujix. And as long as
yeah,
Hayes doesn't like completely brain fart and leave himself no force, he'll be fine. Yeah, Hayes pulled Hujix.
Joe, were you too busy?
Joe was busy
Pl-
beating Beefred at Clank,
yeah.
you clanker.
Whoa,
So
whoa, 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 whoa. We don't say those kind of words on the stream.
they all died. I don't know how Clank works to know why that is funny, but I appreciate any game where everyone else can die and you be happy. One of the games I play with my friends occasionally online does not have a winner. It has one loser and everybody else wins. And it's
Oh
so much
boy.
more fun to just be like, you are the loser.
What game is that?
It is called Slambo. It's a card game that is
It
absolutely hilarious to play.
sounds like we need to get a copy of it at Worlds.
Oh, it's hilarious to play and it's super easy. And yes, there is one loser and everyone else is a winner, and it doesn't matter how
And we need to make
badly you
sure
did.
that Garrett, you are the loser every time.
My entire family does that to me in love letters. I do not need this happening
Yeah, you do.
at Worlds as well. I've already you've seen our team chat. My wife is not coming to Worlds because I do not need her
Oh, she
interacting with you
100%.
people.
She
No,
100% will be coming to
no,
Worlds.
no. She will not be. I do not need that.
I I will
I will keep those
personally
separate.
invite her.
She will not come to Worlds.
If I have to get an Uber and pay for the Uber for her to drive out, I will.
No, that all of that is wildly unnecessary. She does not need to do not need my teammates and
Uh
friends conspiring with my wife.
people in the chat, uh if you agree with me that Garrett's wife should show up at Worlds, say yes and you'll get a get pack.
Like Casey, my wife is lovely. My wife is an amazing person. All of my friends are amazing people. All of you together conspiring to make my life more difficult is not something I need. Oh, Nathan already said that
Yeah.
in our team too.
See, there's a good reason. Yeah, I want to get to know you better, Garrett.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No.
Yeah.
It's no,
I need to know what makes Garrett Larson tick.
no, you don't. Don't need any of this. Like right now, we're having this chat because there's just not a lot going on in the game. They're
No, I mean
both
this is like both.
tanking really hard.
Yeah,
Sam's trying to figure out
the
I
correct
know he has
lines.
the Hujix. What's the line to play? Because right now, Sam's staring at I'm going to get drained for 5 a turn in space.
Yeah.
I just took 5 overflow. I'm going to be paying for all my drains. What's the line to at the very least make Hayes pay for all his drains?
Switch the sides on the table again and make Hayes sit in the glare.
And it might be as simple as look, I'm just going to go for the first strike to retrieve
And I think, well, I mean, he can
Fat.
retrieve the Boba
Like,
Fett at any point. That's not an
yeah, but
issue. Like
what are you going to do with it in space?
he's got the Django, or he's got Jabba's Haven. I mean, honestly, really nothing. I think Sam should be 100% taking over the ground, making it so that Hayes
And
cannot.
that's what he's trying for. And there we
And
see
there's the
the
dodge,
sniper, and there's the dodge. So
and he would
Sam
have
would
missed
have missed
anyways.
anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yes, this is what.
this is the finals.
Oh, and there's the
Oh, this is game
Hayes
2 of the
with
final.
the disarmed to make
That's
it. It's not completely bad because again, just making it so that Arsene loses her gun is not necessarily the worst thing.
yeah.
But
Sam's like, hold on,
it
I'm gonna
was
put
more
things
like,
down
oh,
here.
like to
Yeah,
me, that
that
is a
was
surprise card.
yeah, that I did not expect that to come into play.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
And we know
think
Joe is like,
Sam
you
did.
got, yeah. But at the same
So
time, like we know he's got Darth Vader, Darth Lord of the Sith. He's got other characters in his hands that he can come down with and fight Luke. And the other thing is, in all honesty, I mean, you might be fine just drawing Destiny and getting rid of Luca that way.
Yeah, like you can kill, but it's more auras now, power -1 as well. So you
Yeah,
can't
so
just battle
it's a
aura
3
into
to a
Luke. Like
4. It's
you're,
3 to a 5, and you know she's going to be hit. So
yeah, like you've got to put somebody else there with her, and maybe it is just you drop the choke and choke her out. Like that might be
yeah, if I think if you
you force push for the set for stun. Okay, that's yeah, and
yeah,
that's
yeah, and
I
I
think
think
that's
you're
got to be
right.
the line
That's
is,
100% has to be the line at this
but
point
I don't think he's
because
got an extra destiny to do that with.
yeah, that's where we're at. The problem right now is like Sam is
Sam has
kind of
one
low on his
destiny,
reserve deck.
so he is gonna pay 3 to drain for 2 with Dooku.
I mean, actually, no. I think you go against Theron Net at now Hutta.
Yeah, I mean, whatever site you go, you're
Well,
you're
I'm saying you
bouncing
bounce
one, and
Mirax, and then you've got Theron Net who doesn't draw Battle Destiny on his own.
yeah, and that gives you the easiest path to wiping out the ship
Mm-hmm.
with drawing a. Then a 7 blows
Yeah.
up the ship
Yep.
because if you bounce Han, a 7 doesn't blow up the Falcon because Wedge forfeits for 8.
Yep.
If you bounce Dash, a 7 does blow up the Outrider. Sam doesn't have a
He
ship in hand,
has.
but he has a Jabba's Haven.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, see, like Sam could go do that. It's
Yeah. He has
what we're
lines of
talking
getting the
about now
ship,
is what's the thought process in the line.
but we see that there's Lord Maul with lightsaber. We do know that the we has the
And
he did play the Phantom Menace, but then I think he took it back.
I
But he doesn't battle.
I don't I mean I understand that, but you don't have the destiny to battle and kill Luke. Like Sam is playing
You're
this,
well. I mean, you're killing Luke regardless because of
but
the destiny.
yeah, but you're not hitting him, which I guess mean and you're losing both your guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
the force pushes, he Phantom Menace, the force pushes.
okay, that
I
makes sense.
I feel like, and honestly, I feel like this happened last game as well. Sam had spots where a battle would have been advantageous, and he activated without giving himself that battle line,
Hmm.
and that was a
Yeah,
issue. Like he's activating to constantly set up the I want to force push, I want the or force lightning, I want the 7s, and he's not giving himself the spot
yeah.
where like he if he'd activated one less, he could have gotten the set for stun, drop set for
He could
stun,
have done
etc.
he could have definitely done some different lines there, but
Like he gave himself a little bit too little of a line to work on, and that drain of 5 for free is rough.
yeah.
I don't remember. I want to say that Dark Side Cantina does something to stop the Mos Eisley shuffle.
Well, it stops the Mos Eisley shuffle, but I mean, I think the Mos Eisley says you can move to. It's a different game text.
Oh, it's during control phase. Yeah, so it
Yeah,
stops the control phase, but Mos Eisley is move
but
phase.
yeah,
So
you can move from the cantina to the
yeah, and there we see he's just gonna. Yeah, thank you, Joe.
yeah.
That's I was
During the move
using
phase, your characters may
holocron.
move between here and the cantina for free. And then the dark side says if opponent controls cantina with a smuggler, force rating -1 here. So
Yeah. So Hayes just says, I'm going to move away because right now I'm winning this trade race very comfortably.
yeah,
Like Hayes is like, I'm draining for 5 for free. You're paying 6 to drain for 4.
yeah.
Hayes should, if he doesn't want to pay 2 to control it or play, maybe he's got the it's a hit. Like I'd like if he there's the I'm gonna get back Fett and Slave 1. So I think we are gonna see Sam attempt the
I think Sam has
Here's my
to.
set for stun. Yeah, I think that's the line Sam has to use.
I 100% think he has to at this point. And
And
unfortunately, like it's getting to the point where Sam is slowly running out of options on what he can do
yeah,
here. And if Hayes has anything to make it so that this doesn't happen, this might be the match. I mean, and I'm not
yeah,
saying that like
because
Sam is going to be completely out of it, because again, this is a grindy, very, very slow type of a match. It's more so that with
barrier
the
would be
amount of
good
damage,
if
the
Sam
amount of,
doesn't drop the blaster controls that's in the deck.
yeah.
Um, the other thing is any ship choke or even a that he's got a moving to attack position in lost pile. So he could moving to give it. Does moving always power +2 and immune to attrition if a Carillion, or do it backwards?
So it's backwards. It gives the immunity, but it's power +2 if it's a Carillion. But each of
Okay,
those
so that's
ships,
even better.
yeah, each of those ships has a Carillion on it.
Yeah, but if you bounce the Carillion, so like if you do the, I'm going to bounce Mirax and go take out Theron Net,
Yeah,
you
and
can
he's a Carillion.
still,
No, he's not a Carillion.
it doesn't matter. I'll moving to attack position to make myself immune. I'll lose Theron,
Yeah,
but not the ship. And then
no,
I can rebeat on the ship.
yeah,
And that's what he needs to do. I think
yeah,
that's the line. And I think that's the problem Sam is at right now is he's got the force. Hayes has
yeah,
the force to do that.
yeah.
And the moving. So Sam has 9 active right now and only a few in reserve.
Yeah, and like I
Like,
said, it's
and
slowly
he,
getting.
even with that, like to do the set for stun cost 2. So he had to activate the 9. Like he's got to hit that perfectly.
Yeah,
The set for stun cost 2, and then it's 6 for Boba. Oh, okay. So are we
this
going
is
on the ground?
okay. So is he just abandoning? I think, and again, I think this might be the line where you just. I'm going to say I'm
And
abandoning space.
Hayes just says, I have an inconsequential barriers. No, thank you.
Yeah, that's not good.
And that's,
This is it's
oh, he targeted
oh, he
Lando.
targeted
Okay.
Lando. Interesting.
I mean, he just wanted to get rid of somebody. Like, I think he targeted Lando because
Oh,
if he bounces Lando and has a 6-track, then he can just choke out
choke
Luke.
Vader. Yeah.
And now he's got to
I
pay.
mean,
Instead, now he's got to choke out Lando, and then
yeah, yeah.
and we see Hayes plays the barrier from Lost, which
I mean,
was, I mean, that's
I hate to say this.
about
It's
it.
yeah, it's quickly getting to
Like, I'm
that
not sure
point.
Sam's got another answer here
Hmm.
because without that, he can't stop the drain in space.
No,
And that 5 is,
it's just going to slowly eat up what he's got in his deck, and
it's
there's
not
just
even
not.
slowly eating up. He's only got like 11 cards in deck. He's got 8 or 9 in hand. I mean, he's still got
That's
like
the
20
yeah.
cards left, but
He's got cards in hand, but
it's
yeah,
just not
it's getting to the
enough.
point where it's he's just slowly getting grinded out, and
And
he's already down by 5. He needs to win by 6.
yeah, and
So
Hayes doesn't need to battle that. So like he moves.
no, he's just gonna keep
So are we
moving.
gonna see Force Lightning, Force Lightning? Like
Maybe
I think you've got, yeah, I think that you have to do that.
like this
Oh,
is
and he
the
missed with the Force
oh
Lightning.
my gosh,
Like if he'd have gone Force Lightning, he could have at least
he could have got rid of
forced
one
Hayes
of
to
the
pay. Well, he would have forced Hayes to pay for the drain. No, because
yeah,
he'd have killed
but
them both off. You kill Lando with the first Force Lightning, and then you
and then
kill.
you kill Luke with the second one.
So
Yeah,
yes, Sam's still got
it's
21 cards, but or yeah, 21 cards. It's just I don't know what.
what he could
his
do.
line is, because Hayes can just walk his guys away now.
Yeah. Like
Like that's exactly what you do. Hayes
Hayes's
says,
guys are going for, we've heard of it before. This is 100% a Cantina stroll.
honestly, Hayes two has the Hujiks in hand.
Yeah.
I would
He's
split
not.
my guys. I would go all in and just Lando goes to one site, Luke goes to the other. Try and come get one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, and the sorry about the mess from Hayes.
Oh my gosh.
So that's going to chop up Dooku, so he doesn't even have to worry about Force Lightning anymore. And yeah,
No.
Sam had the second Force Lightning. He just,
Oh man. And there's the
well, he would have
brains.
missed on it because that was yeah, he didn't want to just lose them all,
Yeah.
so he's waiting for it.
And I like that
That's,
Hayes correctly did those first before he drained.
yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, Sam forelouned into the Force Lightning, and then Hayes killed Dooku before Sam could do
Oh,
anything. So that was the
oh,
card he had on the bottom was that 5.
oh man. He
So
and Hayes is asking for a life force count at this point.
I think it was
Yeah.
not 9, it looks like, in reserve.
Nine
This
and about
is,
8.
yeah, this is about it. And I think that's might be Hayes trying to figure out, do I split and force even more?
Okay. But I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
the
he would have.
ball ended up on top either way, so
Yeah, he would have missed.
it wasn't ideal. And Hayes had the set for stun canceller. Like that's the thing.
Yeah, the set for stun canceller is
Sam went for the
huge.
beatdown play or the big game play, which was the set for stun. He force
Hmm.
pushed for the set for stun so he could set that up, and that's awesome.
Hmm.
And then his deck just said no.
Well, his deck said no. Hayes's deck said no.
Yeah.
I mean,
The chance he had with the force lightning, his deck said no after Hayes had already stopped the
yeah,
one part of the hey, I want to make this play cool. And
yeah.
that's just unfortunate. So there's Chewie with Blaster. And Hayes moves them all together.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Like I said, he's sitting on the Hujik, so I wouldn't have
He doesn't need
cared
to
with
take
he
any.
split
He
him.
doesn't need to take any unnecessary stupid risks at this point
Yeah,
because, again, like you said, he is out damaging
he's winning
Sam.
right now.
Yeah, this game is, it's getting down to the final hour, and
Like Sam basically can deploy one guy, and there's the handshake. Sam said he's done. Congratulations to Hayes Hunter. You're U.S. national champion.
yeah,
That was well played. There's no, Sam played Hayes played that frankly perfectly. Like I don't know how to
yeah,
say that otherwise. Hayes played that spectacularly well, and
yeah,
there's nothing else to be said. That was that was exactly what he needed to do. Congratulations to Hayes on
yeah.
pulling out that win.
So I think that's all we got for everybody today. So again, thank you all for tuning in over the weekend. We had a great time as always doing it. Thank you to all the volunteers who gave up their time, Chris Schoenthal, Casey, everybody who was at
Yeah,
the event.
we got
Uh,
folks who were taking pictures, the
yeah,
retro players who showed up for retro.
yep,
Like, thank
retro.
you all for coming and having fun.
And big thank you to Garrett for giving up your time, joining me for the stream as always.
It's a blast,
Until
man.
next time, we have our next big event, of course. Well, first we have the European Championships coming to you live from Bochum, Germany. That is going to be September 18th through the 20th. If you can, I strongly suggest getting over to Germany and visiting those guys. They put on one heck of a show. It is a blast to get over there and sling some cards with those guys. Uh, if you have a chance to get over there, you will not have a bad time. After that, though, I hear there's going to be some tournament out in Minnesota the weekend of October 23rd to the 25th.
There will be
Plus,
a big event
I
out
hear it's going to
here.
be some sort of like a little shindig. Make sure you guys, if you can, get out there. It's going to be a blast. Garrett's, you're gonna be, if you really want to, you can meet Miss Garrett Larson.
No, no, you can't. She's busy that weekend. It's out of town.
No, she's busy
Actually has
showing
a
up the
restraining
world.
order against the hotel. It's weird, but she's not allowed to. She's not allowed within 500 feet of the that specific hotel.
Everybody invited to Garrett's house. I hear it's big enough.
No, no, it's not. It's definitely not. So no, I honestly, if you can make it out to Worlds, I would love to see and meet each and every one of you. I know I've chatted with folks about this before, and I'll say this for Dan as well. There's definitely when we're streaming and doing stuff, there's certainly times where we feel kind of busy. Please take the time to grab us if you want to say hi. And it really
No,
is. I'm okay. Well, grab me and say hi and get a hug because you can
yeah,
ignore Dan. Dan can be crotchety. I actually do love chatting with folks, and that's is my time at Worlds is to be, have
yeah.
fun, and
Garrett 100% loves the attention. He
I
is an
do.
attention person, so make sure you guys visit on him. But I think that's
And
all. That's all we got for this weekend. Any last
yeah,
words, Mr. Larson?
no, that's it. Thanks for hanging out for me all weekend. Thank you all for watching. This was fun. Congrats to Hayes.
Yeah. So until next time, everybody, be safe out there. Enjoy what you got left of your weekend. And if you're coming home, when you come home from nationals, be safe out there. Until next time, may the force be with you.